Welcome to Unit 6.2, producing a video. We'll consider Objective 6.2.2, titled Producing an Educational Video Technically. Learning objectives. In this unit, we will discover how to make an educational video in video shooting mode, and how to make an educational video in video capture mode. The flowchart shows the technical production of educational videos. In the production stages, we have pre-production, which includes planning, location scouting, and scripting. Then we have the production, which includes shooting, recording audio, and gathering footage. We also have the post-production, which includes editing, finalizing, and compressing or exporting. In order to successfully shoot the instructional video, one should take a number of precautions, including ensuring that the basic documents have been well developed and that their contents should be well structured. Mastering the contents of these basic documents, especially the storyboard and the shooting plan. Having all the material and equipment necessary for the shooting at one's disposal. Providing a budget for the purchase of small accessories, including batteries, cables, extension lead, etc. And setting up the production team and booking the location for the educational video. Sharing the storyboard and shooting plan with the members of the film crew. Debriefing everyone involved in the shoot so that each one knows their role in the activity and takes ownership of it. Setting up the film equipment with support of the production team. Choosing the position of the subjects or objects to be filmed. And making test recordings before starting the camera. Demanding total silence and attention from all actors. Always referring to the storyboard and the shooting plan so as not to miss any scene. Count down from top 3. Now, once the shooting is complete, make sure to store the filming equipment properly and arrange the location well. When you want to produce a high-quality educational video, you need to use a professional DSLR camera or similar model with the accessories of microphones, lights, sounds, stands, etc. If you do not have the required professional equipment, you can still use rental companies to obtain it. The high cost of this equipment means that many videographers are turning to smartphones or tablets like iPhones and the rest. Presetting of a camera. A number of settings need to be made, including attaching the camera to the tripod, turning on the power, and opening or rotating the monitor. Setting the mode selector switch to automatic. focusing by aiming at the viewfinder or monitor and turning the lens wheel until the image is in focus. Start recording, stop recording, read the videos, and deleting videos. Camera movements. There are different types of movements. One, vertical panning from bottom to top, which means the horizon and then the sky appear. Use it when you want to follow a moving subject. Another movement is the horizontal panning from left to right, right to left. This is used when a scene is too large to use a wide angle lens, either to follow a moving subject. Another movement is the dolly camera movements. These are as many types of tracking shoots as there are directors. To be slow, fast, lateral, oblique, turning around the subject, moving at the same time as it is. Another movement is dive-in dolly, which means spreading cutting effect. Another, the dolly back. This is as it is with zooming out or expanding the frame. Another is the optical tracking or zooming. Zooming does not change with the point of view or the position of the optical axis. It varies the angle of this field. Zooming is another type of movement, and it is the continuous increase of the focal length, thus a progressive magnification of the subject in the viewfinder. It also helps to draw attention of the subject and must end in a fixed frame. Zoom out. This is in contrast to zoom in. It is done from the rear, provides new information related to the enlargement of the framework and the enlargement of the field of view and production of the elements constituting the frame. The zooming speed, depending on whether it is automatic or manual, is another type of movement, and there are as many types of tracking shots as there are in directors. Whether slow, fast, lateral, oblique, turning around the subject, and moving at the same time as it is. Now, how to perform a dolly is working with the camera in hand, stand mounted or the wheeled or caster stand, wheelchair, shopping trolley, dollies, vehicles, motorbikes, etc. And there are different types of framing. The rule of relative immobility of the frame and the moving subjects. During the duration of a shot, either the frame or the subject or both must be immobile. Now the plans, overall plan means wide framing that integrates the characters and the landscape as a backdrop. The rule of use is often the first shot of a sequence. We have the wide shot, which focuses on the main subject. In the educational field, it allows the action to be focused on the subject who is speaking, for example, during a debate or a demonstration. Another is the medium plan. The subject occupies a large part of the plan. The decor remains present. For conferences, it is possible to focus on the subject. Another plan is the close-up, which includes framing the subject to focus attention to understand what is being expressed. Tight framing in order to capture the details often needed for demonstrations. We have the very close-up plan as the frame the detail. Highly dramatic impacts do not use for no reason or too frequently. Another plan is the cutting plan, which is very useful when editing to connect different parts of shots. It enhances understanding of the illustration when it is consistent with the main subject. It allows one to make the links between the shots. During a long interview, it is used to cut the interviewer to illustrate what is being said. Filming with a smartphone is the new trend, but how to get a stunning result for this purpose? I have to look for accessories dedicated to smartphones, a gimbal or electronic stabilizer, lapel microphone or other microphones, headphones for sound feedback, lenses, table tripod, shooting applications, which includes Filmic Pro, LumaFusion, or KineMaster. The best is in this list is the Filmic Pro, which offers many features for image processing and editing. Other accessories such as lights, lens filters, etc. can be used. But basically, to make a quality video with your smartphone, you need at least one piece of equipment: a stand, example, a gimbal, an application, example, Filmic Pro, and a microphone. The technique for shooting with a smartphone effectively is to apply these 5 basic principles. In landscape mode, when you shoot with your smartphone, hold it in landscape mode. That is, position the camera horizontally. Never shoot in square or vertical. It will give an unprofessional result. In aeroplane mode, stay in aeroplane mode to block incoming calls that will disrupt the recording. With an external microphone, equip your device with a microphone that can record the voice in better quality. Well lit. Make sure the location is well lit. Stable. Using an electronic stabilizer is better. Alternatively, you can mount the smartphone on a tripod. To make a video capture, you must first make a choice about the type of software to use. There are several of which Camtasia is one of the best known. Reserve the location of your video capture. It must be quiet and meet the technical and functional requirements for this type of work. Make sure you have a good command of the video capture software used. Ensure that the information in the storyboard, images, audio, and commentary is well controlled. Rehearse the narrations several times so that you feel comfortable recording voice. Prepare all the pedagogical documentation useful for the production of the video capture, including images, PowerPoint files, sounds, videos, text, etc. To make a video capture, you must first make sure that the room or area where you are working remains soundproof or avoids noise altogether. Remember the principle of personalization in Richard E. Meyer's multimedia learning theory. Ensure that visual content and commentary are synchronized. Avoid repeating yourself in the narrative. To make a video capture, you must first check that the video capture has taken into account all the shots in the storyboard. Do not leave any details of the storyboard. Video presentation mode. This mode of video production uses more or less the same moments as filming. Commentary video presentation is the production of an educational video using online or offline presentation software, usually with narration. To make a video capture, you must first make a choice about the type of software to use. There are several of them. One is offline, PowerPoint, Keynote, Active Presenter, Lightning, Portune, Movili, Prezi, VideoScribe, Explain Everything, Edpuzzle, RenderFrost.com. Reserve the location of your video capture. It must be quiet and meet the technical and functional requirements for this type of work. Ensure that you have a good command of the video presentation software used. Ensure that the information in the storyboard is well controlled. Rehearse the narrations several times so that you feel comfortable recording voice. Prepare all the pedagogical material needed to produce the video presentation. During the capture, make sure that the room or area where you are working remains soundproof or avoids noise. Remember the principle of personalization in Richard E. Meyer's multimedia learning theory. Ensure that the visual content and commentary are synchronized. Avoid repeating yourself in the narrative. After the video presentation, check that the video presentation has taken into account all the information provided in the storyboard and do not leave any details of the storyboard. This unit provided information on the technical production of an educational video. The unit discussed the production state, the ways of producing an educational video, video capture or screencasts, and video presentation mode. Now that you have completed this segment of instruction, please engage in the following transformative reflection activities. Focus on your assumptions that underlie your beliefs, feelings, and actions regarding technical production of an educational video. Examine and assess the consequences of these assumptions on your belief, feelings, and actions in relation to the technical production of an educational video. Consider your learning experiences while completing this segment of instruction. Make a critical reflection of how this instruction has enabled you to identify and explore alternative assumptions or reinforced your existing assumptions regarding the technical production of an educational video. If this reflection has enabled you to consider alternative assumptions, test the validity of these assumptions by participating in a reflective dialogue with a critical friend or by engaging in self-reflection. Endeavor to go through the quizzes for self-assessment by circling all the correct questions that apply to each question.